Today I'm rocking my limited edition Zenith El Primero. Last week I was pleasantly surprised and a little shocked when my local AD reached out to me. I hadn't stopped by to see her so far this year, so I was thinking about when should be the next best time to get over and pay her a quick visit. So when I got a text from her, of course I had that little moment of excitement, like, is this it? Is this the call? But come to find out, she was offering me a watch that someone else had apparently been on the wait list for a year and a half for, and she wanted to know if I or anyone that I knew would be interested in it. It was the Everose Gold Chocolate Dial Sky Dweller. Now, when I saw this watch, I was like, wow, I wish I could afford this watch. But it's $50,900, totally out of my budget range. One of the first things that I did was go on the secondary market to see what the price ranges were currently for the chocolate Everose Sky Dweller. And I was surprised to see that for the most part, prices were not that far above retail. Some were right at retail. But even if the watch was significantly more valuable on the secondary market, it still didn't matter too much because there was no way I could come up with that sort of cash in such a short amount of time. But that text got me to thinking, what's the watch market actually like now for her to be hitting me up about a watch of this caliber? So I went online and did my Googles just to see what's happening with the state of the watch market. One of the first articles that I found was about Watches of Switzerland and how their stock prices have dropped 8.5% just because their financial projections for their last quarter weren't as large as they anticipated. Now, this didn't indicate that they were going out of business or that they were operating at such a major loss, simply that they didn't make as much money as they had anticipated. The article quoted Watches of Switzerland CEO Brian Duffy as saying that even though waiting lists have swelled and are still long, that a lot of customers who have been on wait lists have been turning the watches down when they finally gotten the call. Duffy also said that Watches of Switzerland was in talks with Rolex to become a certified pre-owned dealer before the end of the year. A lot of the watch brands, including Rolex, Patek Philippe, Zenith, and Omega, have raised their prices an average of 4% since the start of the new year. I found another article about the Swatch Group, and it said that the Omega Speedmaster has seen price increases of around 7% in the UK and Europe. And then there was an article on Chrono24 that talked about how they recently laid off 65 employees. This comes a year and a half after Chrono24 raised over $108 million and hired 100 employees. Even though Chrono24 has reported that brands like Rolex and Patek Philippe have dropped around 25 to 35% from their previous values on the site, analysts are still estimating that the watch market will still grow by about 85 billion in the next 10 years. And considering the downturn in the global economy, I'm very interested to see where things will land with the watch market and watch prices in the coming years. I can say for myself, I definitely don't plan to buy as many watches this year, but I do plan to get at least one or two that I've wanted for a long time. So what's been your experience with the watch market? Whether it's something you've seen or heard at your local AD or just from your shopping online. I'd love to hear your take on it. Till next time.